Okay, let's talk about some management tricks and unintended consequences. Oh, I forgot one here. Just off the top of my head, I made a little list of management tricks that don't always work the way you hope they do. And that's why they have many times unintended consequences. First of all, as managers, and even in the HR department, if you're influencing managers, you might be thinking of the same things, because these are the things that come up first in your mind. Just sat down and wrote down a few, and here they are, and they would probably be the ones that you think of first. So as an HR manager, you're here to try to get things done, and to keep the motivational levels up. So you might come up with these tricks. First of all, and Arian will know this one well, employee of the month. When somebody takes over, and they go, do we have employee of the month? No, well, we should do that. Yeah, everybody gets to share. You know, oh boy. Okay, so what's the consequence of giving employee of the month? Well, you get one winner, and you get probably 15 losers. And once you've done this, this is the one time where the winner loses at the same time. Because now, chances are, now they're seen differently. Now people make fun of them. They might even start to sabotage the person or treat them as an outcast. So the employee of the month wins and loses at the same time. It's not nice. And at the same time, we've made one person temporarily happy or proud. And then we've made 15 of our other team members upset. So this is not a good thing. So why do we keep doing it is the question. So if we want to have a team, why don't we recognize the team's effort, not in a plaque, not team of the year. You're all team of the year. But why do we keep playing this game? Rewards. And we may have already touched on some of these. The reward. If we put up a reward, you'll get, whoever does this will get $100. Whoever does the most of this will get $100. This will cause people to cut corners and possibly manipulate the system. And they only focus on the reward stuff, which we could would mean that whatever it is, cheat if you have to. Cut the corners. Don't focus on this. Just focus on this. Oh yeah, you're also supposed to be doing this. No, we're just doing this. So that is a big problem. Bonuses. My example of the bonuses is, well, first of all, quickly they become entitlements. If I was the manager and you all were employees, and on Tuesday I gave each of you $50. It's the first Tuesday of the month. Now, what would you be thinking next Tuesday? Am I going to get another $50? Oh, well, we didn't get it this. Maybe it's monthly. Okay, first Tuesday of next month, or the second, or whatever it was, we're going to get $50 again. I've already credited at the grocery store because I know I'm going to get we didn't get the $50 again? Okay, maybe it's quarterly. Once you do this little bonus thing, it doesn't leave people's heads very easily, and that's distracting. And when they quickly become entitlements, if you don't give it, you punish. So one of the quickest ways to make an enemy with employees is to give them the bonus and then don't give them the bonus anymore. So actually, by giving them a bonus, you've ruined your organization. because now they're focused on bonuses and when's the next one coming and this and that, and then it doesn't come. Now they hate you. So you have to be very careful with bonuses. Stay away from them. A lot of managers, I've heard hundreds of stories around town, like to do the verbal abuse or public shaming, and maybe public shaming of the whole team. Everyone nods, everyone turns red, they're nodding, they're turning red, and when they're also plotting to get you back, which might come with, if they can figure out a way to do it, feeding the hog. I don't know why managers think that they can go light a fire and think that everything is going to be rosy afterwards. I can say that once our whole team got verbally thrashed, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, it was 20 degrees outside, and nobody wanted to go out there. And the request was, go out there, and where is everybody? And that manager gave it to us. I could be having you picking up garbage if you could be cleaning the parking lot with a toothbrush if I wanted to. And the only way by the way, the best manager I've probably ever had. The only reason he could get away with that is because he had so much credibility built up. And truly, at the end of this probably 20-minute lecture, everybody felt guilty. It's not that they were taking advantage of it, it's just the conditions outside were so miserable, and it was so late at night, and we were all about to go home. Temptation got us. It wasn't a bad team, it was a good team, and it was a good manager. It's just that it went bad, but afterwards, we deserved it. So, verbal abuse. Only the good ones can get away with that. Commissions, you've got an article. Read the article about the commissions. I think there's 2 articles out there that on the Moodle that relate to commissions. And if you haven't gotten it yet, commissions often result in pressure selling, stress, and possibly internal competition, especially if you have a bonus or reward tied to the best salesperson. I mean, what are you going to do to hold back the sales of the next person and increase your sales? And that's not good for the company. That's an unintended consequence. Okay, so you better be careful with that. Quotas, if we haven't mentioned it already, if I say make 100 of these today, make 100. You make 100. It doesn't address quality, it suggests quantity. What did they say? Make 100. That's a quantity. So, you got to be careful with that. Why can't you just go make as many good ones as you can? Well, actually, it's accounting that gets us on that one. Because it's easier to estimate your costs if we have a certain amount of items, units that we're going to make in one day. Customer satisfaction ratings. This might result in giving away the store, doing whatever it takes to satisfy the customer without consideration for the company. You have to be worried about that. Coworker appraisals. Somewhere we saw the 360-degree appraisal system where everybody appraises the employee. And when we have coworker appraisals, I think there's 2 things that are most likely to happen. You give me a good grade, I'll give you a good grade, right? We'll all do that. And then somebody ends up with a bad grade. Now you're going to sabotage others if you can't figure out who gave you the bad grade or the bad report, stabbed you in the back, whatever. You'll likely sabotage everybody. I mean, this is not good. This is not good. Why can't we be a team? These things are just dividing up the team. A great example of delivery speed with the pizza company. You know, they guarantee the amount of time that you'll get your pizza. And this is, going back to our customer satisfaction rating, delivery speed. They were running over old ladies to get the pizza there on time. They were breaking the traffic laws, trying to get the pizza there on time. This isn't good. We are actually rewarding very dangerous behavior. Another thing, I've seen this before, seminar attendance. Workers get the day off to go to the seminar and then don't pay attention at the seminar. They get a little certificate at the end. For doing what? Did they learn anything? Now they're certified, but they're not qualified because they just wanted a day off to get out of that office. Best attendance. We'll have a best attendance. Well, number one, if there's somebody on the team that never misses work and they're never sick, why even bother? Go ahead. You've already lost. Go ahead and just ruin your attendance record. Who cares? Another thing, unintended consequence of best attendance is they bring the flu to you. Instead of staying home sick and being respectful of their coworkers and their boss, you're forcing them to come in and give Zika to everybody. A few sick days, same thing. Okay, so you got to be careful. Management tricks oftentimes have unintended consequences.